Question 4. Choose one term from the list below to describe the chance of each of the following events happening. So this is talking about probability now. This is a multiple choice question. Our options are impossible, unlikely, even chance, likely or certain. And for both part 1 and part 2, I have to choose one of these words and write it here to get the mark. So part 1. You will obtain a 10 when a fair six-sided dice numbered 1 to 6 is rolled. So this is saying I'll obtain a 10, I'll get a 10 if I roll a dice which is numbered 1 to 6. So it's a fair six-sided dice because each outcome, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, has the same possibility of happening. So when we're looking at probability, we have the number of successful outcomes is on top of the fraction, and the total number of outcomes is on the bottom of the fraction. So when we're talking about a six-sided dice numbered 1 to 6, our total outcomes is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Now this question is saying I'll get a 10. So how many 10s would be on that dice? Well, none. So the chance of that happening would be 0 out of 6. So when I look at my options again, 0 out of 6 would be impossible. So I'm going to write impossible here, and that would get me 1 mark. Part 2. A person chosen at random was born on a weekend. So how many days are there in a week? We have 7 days in total, and the successful outcomes would be the weekend. So how many days are there in the weekend? Saturday and Sunday? 2. So we've got 2 in 7 chance of someone being born on a weekend. So going back to our options then, it can't be certain because that would be 7 out of 7. It can't be even because that would be half of 7 for it to be even. So that would be 3.5, so that's not it. It's not impossible because that would be 0 out of 7, just like this one was. So it's not a half, which would be 3.5, and it's not 0, it's 2, which is in between. So our option here is unlikely. And that would give me 1 mark. Part B. Fill in the blanks to match each event to its chance of happening. It's a 2-mark question. There are 2 gaps to fill in, so that will give me 1 mark per gap. Obtaining a red ball when choosing a ball at random from a bag containing 7 blue balls and how many red balls? It says that this event has an even chance of happening. So that means for it to be an even chance, there must be the same amount of blue balls as there are red balls. So if there are 7 blue balls, then there must be 7 red balls for that to have an even chance of happening. The next one, obtaining a ticket numbered less than what number when choosing a ticket at random from a box containing tickets numbered 1 to 100. And it says that this event is certain to happen. So what number could I put in this gap that it would be certain that I would get a number less than that when I pick it out from this box containing numbers 1 to 100. So if I choose a number, say for example 50, obtaining a ticket numbered less than 50 would be certain in this box containing 1 to 100. Well, that wouldn't be certain because I would have numbers 51 all the way to 100 as well, so that would not be certain. So I need to choose a number that is over 100 for it to be certain to get less than that number. So I could have 101. Obtaining a ticket numbered less than 101 when choosing a ticket at random from a box containing tickets numbered 1 to 100. That is certain. I am guaranteed to get a number less than 101 because these are all of my options, 1 to 100. You can also have any number higher than that. You could have 150, 200, 201, because it's saying less than that number, and all of those numbers would be less than that.